Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to continue with our series on Combined Science Paper 2 that was written in November 2021. We are going to revise the section B, which is the biology section. Number 7 is reading, describe any 3 ways that can be used to dispose household litter. So we observe heaps of litter along the road. Open dumping is most common method, especially in high density suburbs, which is not good. The trash heaps are left open to the environment, which attract pests. Sometimes the litter is burned, releasing toxic fumes and smoke. On this tutorial, I will explain the proper disposal of household litter that should be adapted. So there are so many methods of waste disposal. We have landfill, incineration, biogas generation, waste combustion, composting, vermicomposting. I will explain 3 of the waste disposal method from this list. So the first method of disposal that I'm going to explain is landfill. In this process, waste that cannot be reused or recycled are separated out and spread as a thin layer in a low-lying areas. A layer of soil is added after each layer of garbage. However, once the process is complete, area is declared unfit for construction of building for the next 20 years. The next method which I'm going to explain is incineration. It is a process of controlled combustion of garbage to reduce it to incombustible matter such as ash and waste gas. The third method that I'm going to explain is composting. It is a method of waste disposal that decomposes organic waste disposal by letting the waste to stay in pit for an extended period of time. After decomposition, compost can be used as plant manure. I'm going to explain waste combustion. Waste materials such as cans and plastic bottles are compacted into blocks and sent for recycling. And then I want to explain again the biogas generation. Biodegradable waste such as food items, animal waste are sent to biodegradation plants where they are converted to biogas by the degradation with help of bacteria, fungi, and other microbes. B, part 1, outline the importance of maintaining clean toilets at school. Maintaining clean toilets at school prevents the build-up of germs and bacteria which can cause diseases. Schools need clean toilets to promote cleanliness to students. Clean toilets also promote the reputation of the school. B, part 2, list any 3 materials or substances that can be used for cleaning the toilets. I think this was one of the easiest questions because we see the toilets being cleaned every day, so we should know the materials that are being used. We use rubber gloves, toilet cleaner, toilet brush, wipe cloth, household bleach, and cream surface cleaner. So there are so many materials that are used to clean the toilets. You are supposed to just list any 3 of these materials. Let us move on to the next question. Describe any 1 row of environmental management agents, EMA. So EMA control and prevent pollution as well as conserve the natural resources. So this was the complete solution for number 7. On 7, part A, we're supposed to describe in 3 ways that can be used to dispose household litter. So we have landfill. Waste that cannot be recycled is sprayed as a thin layer in low-lying areas, and layer of soil is added after each layer. However, once the process is complete, area is declared unfit for construction of building for the next 20 years. And another method is incineration. It is controlled combustion of garbage to reduce it to incombustible matter such as ash and waste gas. And then in composting, we are decomposing organic waste by letting it stay in pit for an extended period of time. After decomposition, compost can be used as plant manure. And then on B, part 1, we're supposed to outline the importance of maintaining clean toilets at school. It prevents the build-up of germs and bacteria, which can cause diseases. And also, schools need clean toilets to promote cleanliness to students. It also protects the reputation of the school. And then on part 2, we're supposed to list in 3 materials or substances that can be used for cleaning the toilets. We need toilet cleaner, rubber gloves, wipe cloth, household bleach, sponge, toilet brush, cream surface cleaner, and then toilet mops. We're supposed to just list 3 materials from all these materials I've listed. And then part C, we're supposed to describe in 1 row of environmental management agents, EMA. So EMA controls and prevent pollution as well as conserve the natural resources. So that was all about number 7. We now need to move on to the next question, which is number 8. Let us move on to number 8. Number 8A, state the functions of 1, testes, 2, sperm duct, and 3, prostate glands. I will explain using a diagram. So first I'm going to explain the functions of testes. Can you see it in the diagram? It is inside the scrotum, a bag that is below the penis. Testes manufacture sperms, and second, it synthesizes testosterone, which is the principal male sex hormone. And third, it participates with the hypothalamus pituitary unit in regulating reproductive functions. Sperm duct, also known as vas deferens, allow the transit of sperms from the testicles to outside of the body and allow the maturation of sperm cells themselves. And then prostate gland produces seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperms. Let us move on to number 8, part B. On B1, we are supposed to describe the life cycle of the Bilharzia parasite. And then on B2, we are supposed to state in 3 methods of preventing Bilharzia. So I have put that diagram, which is showing the life cycle of the Bilharzia parasite. So on A, we are having a snail releasing cercaria into fresh water. Then that cercaria penetrates the skin of individuals exposed to water. And then on C, we are having worms warming to the target organ. And then on D, we are having worms mating and releasing eggs. And then most of the eggs, they are going to penetrate the intestinal wall to reach lumen, where they are excreted into fresh water and hatch into myracidia. Then myracidia infect the small host, completing the life cycle. And then the methods of preventing Bilharzia, we should avoid swimming or wading in fresh water when you are in countries in which bilharzia occurs. And also you should drink safe water. Water used for bathing should be boiled to kill N. cercaria. And also you should reduce the number of snails. So this was a complete solution for number 8. On number 8A, part 1, we're supposed to state the function of testes. Testes manufacture sperms, and secondly, it synthesizes the testosterone, which is the principal male sex hormone. And then sperm duct, also known as vas deferens, allow transit of sperm from the testicles to outside of the body. And then prostate gland produces seminal fluid that nourishes and transports sperms. Then on B, part 1, we are supposed to describe the life cycle of the bilharzia parasite. So first, the snail is going to release cercaria into fresh water. Then that cercaria penetrates the skin of individuals exposed to water. Within the person, the worms, they warm to the target organ and mate and release eggs. Most of the eggs, they are going to penetrate the intestinal wall to reach lumen, where they are excreted into fresh water and hatch into meracidia. Then that meracidia infect the small host, the snail host, completing the life cycle. And then on B, part 2, we're supposed to state N3 methods of preventing bilharzia. We should avoid swimming or wading in fresh water when you are in countries in which bilharzia occurs. You should drink safe water. Water used for bathing should be boiled to kill N. cercaria. And then we should reduce the number of snails. So that was all about number 8. Let us move on to number 9. Number 9A, part 1, define the term balanced diet. So a balanced diet contains an adequate amount of all the nutrients required by the body to grow, remain healthy, and be disease-free. And then on A, part 2, we're supposed to state N1 function of the fiber in the diet. Fiber helps to prevent constipation by increasing stool weight and decreasing the gut transit time. So its main function is to prevent constipation. And then on part 3, we are supposed to name N2 sources of protein for a person who does not eat meat. So there are so many protein sources. We have eggs, peas, beans, soy products, cereal grains, peanut butter powder. There are so many. We're supposed just to list N2 sources of protein from all the sources of the proteins which I've listed. And then on part B, we are supposed to plan a meal for a manual worker's lunch, indicating the nutrients provided. So when planning a meal for manual worker lunch, we should know that manual workers have physically demanding jobs that requires strength, endurance, and focus. To perform at their best, it is important for workers to maintain a healthy and balanced diet. The diet should include source of proteins such as chicken, fish, beans. Proteins helps in repairing and building muscles, which is essential for the physical demands of the manual work. And also the diet should be loaded with carbohydrates like sadza, brown rice, and sweet potatoes that provide sustained energy throughout the day. Water is necessary for manual worker so that they stay hydrated. And also the meal should have vegetables and fruits which are packed with vitamins, mineral and antioxidants that support overall health. And then on part C, want to state 2 ways by which Ebola is transmitted in a community. So Ebola can be transmitted to humans through direct contact with the tissue, blood, other body fluids, and excretions from an infected human or animal. Touching contaminated surfaces or needles. A breastfeeding mother with Ebola can pass the virus to a baby through a breast milk. Virus can also spread through semen when a man has sex, even long after he has recovered from the infection. So that was all about number 9. I'm going to put the summarized answers. So on number 9A, part 1, we're supposed to define the term balanced diet. So it is a diet that contains an adequate amount of all the nutrients required by the body to grow, remain healthy, and be disease-free. And then on part 2, we're supposed to state one function of fiber in the diet. So fiber helps prevent constipation by increasing stool weight and decreasing gut transit time. And then on part 3, we're supposed to name 2 sources of proteins for a person who does not eat meat. So we have eggs, peas, beans, soy products, whole or cereal grains, peanut butter powder. There are so many sources of proteins. I've listed some of the sources, and you are supposed to just name 2 sources for a person who does not eat meat. So we move on to part B. In part B, the question is requiring us to plan a meal for a manual worker lunch, indicating the nutrients provided. So the diet should include the source of proteins such as chicken, fish, beans. Proteins help repair and build muscles, which is essential for physical demands of the manual work. And also the diet should be loaded with carbohydrates like sadza, brown rice, sweet potatoes that provide sustained energy throughout the day. And also water is necessary for a manual worker to stay hydrated. Meal should have vegetables and fruits which are packed with vitamins, mineral and antioxidants that support overall health. And then finally, we're supposed to state 2 ways by which Ebola is transmitted in a community. So Ebola can be transmitted to humans through direct contact with tissue, blood, other body fluids, and excretions from an infected human or animal. Also, touching contaminated surface or needle is the way of transmitting Ebola in a community. And also, a breastfeeding mother with Ebola can pass the virus to a baby through a breast milk. And also, virus can also be spread through semen when a man has sex, even long after he has recovered from the infection. So this marks the end of our tutorial today on section B. That was the biology section in November 2021. Thank you so much, guys, for following me on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. I love you all. This is Eve signing out.